Okay. So we come down to question number 8, and in 8, what are we expecting to do is we are expecting that we give the choices to user based on a data frame that he wants to display the last 5, first 5, or a particular number of records from the top or bottom. These are the 4 options we are given. Okay. Again, my main purpose of giving this kind of menu-based data frame questions is that when you work on the project, so you have like one menu based on this thing, where you are trying to display your data to the user based on your data frame as per these categories. Okay. And here we are going to use a head and tail only. Just that the first 5 when I'm saying, so I am writing it typically as data.head, right? Because directly with head function, I'm going to get the first 5, with tail the last 5. And when I want it as an input based thing, so I take enter the number of rows from the top you want to see, I take it in a variable and use that variable as a input to the head function. Right? Like here we write, no, if I write here 4, so first 4 records will be picked up. Now here I don't know how many user wants, or I want to do it as per what user wants. So I took that value in a variable, and instead of writing the constant value there, I am putting the variable here. Like I accept how many you want, and then based on that. Okay, similarly for the tail also, you accept how many you want from the bottom, and then use that variable with the tail function. Okay, choice 5 is my break, that is exit. I hope it should not be a problem. First part is that you put the data frame into place, then start with while true. Within that, I've just given one level of loop itself. So within while true, condition remains true throughout, and it keeps on displaying the menu, taking the option, doing the work. Take on displaying the menu and doing the work. And what happens is, unless a person presses the exit button, that is your 5th option. When you're asking for the choice, if at this place, anytime he presses option 5, so you're able to come out. Okay. I hope I did not do it practically and show you. The commands were pretty simple. Is it fine? Speak up.
Ma'am, will you be sending the solutions?
No, I'll not send the solutions. You do it.
मैम पर फिर कंफ्यूजन होगी करते टाइम, तो मैम फिर अब बार-बार आपसे पूछेंगे या फिर तो फिर मैम दिक्कत हो जाएगी ना ऐसे.
And how do I guarantee that everybody will do it? Okay, I'll do one thing. I will remove the text content of it, and I'll just keep the output. No, that will not also that. No. Or I'll send the screenshots. Shall I send the screenshots? So that you can compare if there's any error?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? Because my main purpose,
Yes,
see, the file is ready, I can always send you. That's not a trouble. But I want you to do it. Unless you do it yourself, then the whole purpose is lost. I'll send the screenshots. No problem. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. Now, here what we are trying to do, we are trying to have a user-based entry into my data frame as a record. That means I tell the user, okay, give me the name of the person, the city, the score, the qualifier, the category. It's the same, the neat database only we created, or the data name thing. And there now I want to insert a record. What's the way to insert a record in data frame? What's the way to insert a record in data frame? What method did we do? We did data.loc, and within the square bracket, I'll give the index value. Suppose now I want to do it for 12,005 is equal to, in my square brackets, the entire record with the specifications that wherever it's a string value, so I give quotes, and wherever there is numeric value, I do not give quotes. Remember, or you forgotten? So this is the score. Then for qualify, I am saying no or yes. Okay, yes. And category is general. Okay. How do I confirm that's been added? It's been added. Correct. So this is the way to add a new record. Okay. Now, when I'm doing it through a program, what I want is that I take, okay, enter name, enter city, enter score. So everything in the form of variables. I get it. And then I'm going to replace, instead of the names, I'm going to place my variables here. The roll number also, roll number, index value, whatever we are ultimately placing here. That also I accept and replace it by a variable name. ठीक है, चलो ये वाला क्वेश्चन करते हैं. Okay. Now, first of all, as of course, okay,
Ma'am,
let
we are
me
doing
have.
the 10th question. No?
We are doing the 10th one, 9th one.
No, ma'am, 10th one.
No. Reason display content. What is accept the roll number of the child from the user? Display the details. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, I have moved on to the 10th one. I'll jump to the 10th one. 9th is left. After 10th, I'll do the 9th one. Okay. Let's quickly do the 10th one. Fine. I'm just taking this content up till here at least. That is the creation one, because I'm really not able to find out which one was there. Oh, it's here. Okay, so I have my data frame ready. Now what do I want? I want him to give me the data. Okay, I'm not putting the loop first. Let us do it for one record and then we'll put the whole thing into the loop so that it kind of continues till the user says, yes, I want to add more. Yes, I want to add more, like that. So first of all, I'm just accepting and entering the content. Okay, so suppose in N, I accept the name. So name is supposed to be in direct input format itself. Enter name of the candidate. Okay. Then I talk about city. That is also going to be a string data itself. So no int, no conversion, nothing at all. Okay. Enter city of the candidate. You can take big variable names also, but I am currently talking about smaller ones. Next, I want the score. So enter score of the candidate. Score is a number. I want it in the numeric form itself so that later if I want to do something with the data, I should be able to use it like a number. So here I go talking about accepting the data in the number format. Okay. Next comes qualify. Qualify is text. So no need to do that. So we say enter whether qualified or not. Whether qualified or not. Okay. So this a yes or a no should come from the user. And then that will be supposedly, okay, score is S variable, qualify is Q, and what I have next, category. So category, I cannot have C, I've already given C here. So let me give it CT. CT is equal to input enter category. Right? Any confusion in this part? I'm just accepting new data from the user, one entire candidate's information. Okay. Now, of course, I need the roll number first. That should be the first entry. So I am saying roll number, let it be R, and that's a numeric value for me because I'm ultimately going to use it as my index. So I'm saying enter the roll number. Whatever data you want to accept from the user, everything you accept, right? Now, how do you think I should be writing the statement in order to input this data into my data frame? Come on, try, Pranit. Try it out. How do I use this statement? I mean, how do I use this data in my statement to shift my data to the data frame? Come on, Chan, Pranit, Laksh, Muskan, try it out. What are we doing? We are saying data dot loc. LOC के साथ I am supposed to give, check this particular thing. What did
Comes
we
the roll
do?
number. You have
Yes,
to write
the
R.
roll number. That's what we did here, na? We accepted we gave the roll number in the square brackets for him to take it as the index value, correct? ये देखो, data.loc, right? So where do I have my roll number? I have my roll number in R. So put that as the index value and followed by my data name, comma, city, comma, score, comma, qualify, comma, category. All the variables I given. Because the variables have the data in it. Rather than writing the data, I give the variables. Okay. And I also give a statement saying data successfully data inserted. Just a message I'm saying. Okay. And then I will say print my data to see whether the data has been inserted or not. Okay. Let us try this part. One record. Now here it's only, there's no loop given, nothing given. So it's only going to run once, right? So here I come, enter the roll number. So I'm saying 12005. Enter name of the candidate, Mehak. Enter city of the candidate, Mumbai. Enter score of the candidate, 1200. Whether qualified, yes. Enter category, gender. Excellent. It was CAT, not CAT, but CT. Yeah. Okay, 12005. Name of the candidate, Mehak. City, Mumbai. Score of the candidate, 1200. Yes. Gender. So up till here is the acceptance, that is up to here. Then this line gets automatically executed, but no output for that. Once you insert, you've seen earlier also, there is no output given in direct go. Then it displays the data inserted, and then it displays the new data. The new data has my 12,005. Okay, insert, okay. Now, what do I do in order to make this run repeatedly? You should ask me after this, do you want to continue? So I take a kind of a choice and I say, do you want to continue? Print, oh sorry, input. You want to continue? Okay. If he says yes, my system should go and start accepting the next roll number and the next name of the candidate and all. If he says no, it should stop. Right? So in order to do that, I'm doing it on the basis of the choices value. I'm not doing it on the basis of the break. है ना? Exit nahi hai mere paas koi option because there is no menu kind of a thing. So now what I have to do, I have to say while the value of CH is equal to either capital Y or small y. As of now, I'm taking capital Y. You can take both also. Or CH is equal to small y. Right? Colon, that's the loop wala colon. And now this has to go inside the while loop. So there's this option which gives you indent the region. Okay? And it transfers the data to one level inside. Complete line. Okay? So this entire thing got shifted and now this whole part is part of your loop. Okay? So now he takes the choice. If the choice is yes, he goes and starts again the whole thing because condition is true. Fine, perfect. The problem is once it is going to go for the first time, I mean, it starts from the beginning and this and creates the data and comes here. He doesn't know what is CH. है ना? तो वो यहीं पे condition गलत हो जाएगा और वो it will give an error here actually, CH not found. Because at this point he doesn't know what is CH. CH is actually defined at this point.
Ma'am, then CH should be outside.
Yeah, so I have to define the first value of ch as my while. So that for the first iteration, because the first time I want him to run, first time should not be choice based. First time is like compulsory for him to run. Next time onwards, it has to be choice based, right? So how do I implement that? I initialize my choice variable to a y, capital Y or small y, because I've given both the conditions here. So that when he comes to this far point, he checks and finds, okay, choice is y, I'm fine with it, and he continues. Next time onwards, it will be user's choice based. Okay, let us try this out so that I am able to explain you better that what I'm trying to say. Without defining the choice, if I run the code, okay, so he does the creation of the data frame. Because of this print data, he is displaying me the output, okay, and then he gets stuck in at this line, which ch is not defined. I don't know who's ch. Suddenly you're saying ch should be y or capital Y or small y, correct? So first time execution ke liye, I have to give him this value that assume ch to be y, because first time I want to execute. Am I clear with this point?
Yes, ma'am.
Others also. Show me a thumbs up. Manas joined just now.
Ma'am,
I
if
don't
we
know what
want
he'll
to,
understand. Yeah.
write ma'am small y outside.
That's also okay. That's also okay. Because both the conditions I'm checking. So even if I
No,
say
ma'am, like-
small y,
together, y or capital.
no, you while assigning, you cannot put an or beta. While checking the condition, you can put an or. Why do you want that to happen? Either you are assigning that value, right? You're giving the value to him. You either give him capital Y or give him small y. You cannot give him both.
Okay, ma'am.
है ना, असाइनमेंट नहीं कर सकते, हम चेक कर सकते हैं कि आइदर इट इज कैपिटल वाई और इट इज स्मॉल वाई. असाइन करते टाइम तो एक ही वैल्यू दे देना उसको, है ना, राइट? सो स्मॉल और कैपिटल वॉट एवर यू वांट टू गिव, then on the condition it will enter, and then next time it will depend upon your what do you call it, the choice, correct? And every time I'm not displaying my records, I come out of the loop. How do I come out of the loop? Go back, ठीक है, इंडेंट से बाहर आ गए, चलो लूप से बाहर आ गए. Here I am saying finally जितना डेटा इंसर्ट हो गया, please show me that data. I can just have a statement saying print the status after insertion. That might not be then the solution I've given. I'm just putting it like this. These variations you can always do the way you want your program to run. Okay, in the project. Even here also, because the question doesn't talk about कि ऐसे ही चलाना है program, it doesn't say that. Okay, so first time it is coming automatically. It's not asking for a choice. So I say enter roll number now because it's that original file only. So again, my 12,005 is gone. So I just start with 12,005 only. Name of the candidate, Mehak, city Mumbai, score 1200. Yes, generate. Okay. Inserted. Do you want to continue? Yes, I want to continue. Again, enter roll number 120006. Savita, city of the candidate Mumbai, score of the candidate 500, qualified not, no, enter category general. Data inserted. Do you want to continue? No. Oh yeah, I've done my work. Now it should show me status after insertion is this. So you can see my both the records have been inserted. I hope it is clear. Somebody can take the screenshot and post it. This is your question number 10. Question 10. Is it fine? Understood? Yes. Everybody is sitting quietly, sleeping or what God knows. I will next time onwards, make
Yes,
compulsory
yes,
to
ma'am.
have
Take it,
the videos on. सो रहे हो जाग रहे हो वो भी नहीं पता चलता बेटा, ठीक है? So this is how we do the 10th question, and this is how we dynamically insert our data into the program. Have you taken the screenshot? Somebody please take it quickly.
Yes, ma'am. Take it.
Okay, great. So I'm like closing it or like minimize it. Let me see what is the next question. Okay, so next was I'm supposed to go to ninth one. I still have, I think, 5 minutes. So let's do the ninth one. Okay, now ninth one has an interesting feature which we have not done yet. So please listen to it carefully. It says again, you have a data frame, which by the name data, accept the roll number of the child given as your index value to the user and display all his details. So you're actually trying to search. And here in the search, I'm going to display a message which says that it doesn't execute, it doesn't exist, or you display the detail. The program must give a valid output if the roll number entered for searching is not there in the data frame. So I should be able to display a message which says data does not exist. Just like searches the whole data frame and comes out with the output or with an error message that data doesn't exist. After that, it again asks me, do you want to continue the process? If you say yes, we will take the next time the name of the child and continue. Take a search option which we'll give it in the project. In my data frame, if my customer, my user wants to search for some information based on the index, this is the option I'm giving him. Okay, so let us do it. Now my data frame is ready. In that program itself, we'll continue. And then we will take the roll number and do it. Okay, so let's get back to the code here. And let me put it as a comment on this part. Okay, and I'm just deleting it. You've taken the screenshot now, so I'm just deleting it. Okay, this is question number 9. Right, so now I have my data with me, my original data of 5 records. Now I'm asking the user, again, I'm not putting in the loop first, I'll do the loop next, later. So what am I asking him? I'm asking him which roll number you want to search. Simple as that. So I say R is equal to int input enter roll number.
Mami wrote input. I am.
Oh, sorry. Input enter roll number search. Okay. So I accept the roll number. Okay. Now, actually, there are 1 or 2 more methods to do this question, but I took up the simplest possible method for it, which we can do. Now, my index, and that's the beauty of Python, where I can do it in a very simple manner. I really don't need a loop to do the searching. That he goes one by one, I make him go in iteration 1 by 1 to the indexes and search it. It's not required for that. What can I do is I have my data.index displays me the indexes. So data.index returns me the indexes of my data frame data, of the data frame named data. Isn't it? Don't we get it like
Yes,
that?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So when I say data.index, I will have the index of my files, of my data frame, correct? Now what I have to search that in this index list, do I have the roll number what the user has given? So here I use the in operator which I had learned in my Python. If that's my membership operator. If R in data.index. That's a beautiful thing to do in Python. I really cannot do it in any other programming language as simple as this. Is this his headache to go step by step into every index and check whether the number R is present in it or not. मैं उसको कुछ नहीं करा रही हूँ. He is doing it himself. Okay. If R is an index in the data.index, then what do? I print him the content. How do I get the content? How do I get the content of this R? R my roll number. कैसे करेंगे? कैसे करेंगे बोलो? अगर मुझे 12,005 का डेटा देखना है, how do I do it?
Data
dot LOC ब्रैकेट में R, right? वैसे ही करते हैं ना? Correlate बेटा, don't go absolutely blank. I am saying data. I want to see the data for 12,005, the record of 12,005. So हम क्या करते हैं? Data.loc 12,005. Correct. आ जाता है 12,005 का डेटा. That is what I want. But 12,005 is not static. I want whatever user has given us R. You should give me this. And simply, if that condition is false, then I should display the roll number does not exist. Roll number does not exist. Simple. हो गया. अब इसको कंटिन्यू करना है. That is a different thing. कंटिन्यू करने के लिए क्या करेंगे? Outside if आ गए हम लोग. We are saying again choice. Choice में हम क्या लेते हैं? Yes or no. So input. You want to continue? Do you want to continue? Question mark. Okay. Now, of course, user might write YES and then the whole program will go wrong. So I can kind of say that please enter Y or N. As I mentioned. You're not really checking every aspect of it, then it will make the program very huge. Okay, I took the choice. A choice ke baad, if the choice is yes, that kind of a thing, he has to go and repeat these statements. Correct? Yahan se repetition should happen. That means this should be part of my while loop. So I go and indent it from here easily and then add my while. While with again, what is the issue?
Ma'am, please take attendance.
Yes, I'm just doing that. While choice is equal to y or choice equal to y. Please remember when I was doing it in label your Boolean indexing, this or doesn't work. What works instead of this or? This symbol. Otherwise in pandas or works. And it doesn't even need that, every condition in its own bracket. That is also not required in basic Python or pandas. But in label in your Boolean indexing in pandas, it is required. Okay. So to make it run for the first time, I'll again need that choice equal to y to be put before I enter. That's it. I just executed once. Just a minute to take. I hope there are no errors. Okay, enter the roll number you want to search. Again, I have my original data itself. So let me give 2007. Roll number does not exist. Do you want to continue? Yes. Enter the roll number to search. 12,004. And the data exists. Do you want to continue? No. Okay. So we are just trying to make our programs dynamic, user-based, so that it helps us to make it run at any situation.